Écoute, merci Nicolas pour cette belle journée qui s'annonce. On a, pour le moment, on est parfaitement dans les temps, donc c'est parfait. On va avoir une belle matinée là, avec 3 intervenants. Un intervenant irlandais qui va être en ligne, qui est le professeur Donohoe, et puis 2 intervenantes qui sont dans la salle, Madame Favre et Marie Deskerle. Donc, on va tout de suite passer à la première intervention. Le professeur Gary Donohoe est professeur de psychologie à Galway et il a créé un centre d'imagerie et de génétique de la cognition. Et il a publié récemment un beau papier sur l'impact de l'imagerie cérébrale, l'impact de la remédiation cognitive et de l'entraînement cognitif sur l'imagerie cérébrale. Il va donc nous parler ce matin de l'impact neuronal, donc plus largement, de la remédiation cognitive. Donc, je crois en plus que Gary parle bien le français, c'est ce que je me suis laissé dire. Donc, je vais rester là pour le moment en français. On vous écoute en ligne, donc professeur Donohoe.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so let me start by saying thank you very much to Dr. Amadou and Dr. Funk for the opportunity to present to you today. But what an unusual thing. On the one hand, I'm really pleased to have an opportunity to talk to you. On the other hand, I'm really sorry not to be able to share a couple of days with you in Paris. I was really looking forward to being there. Paris in the autumn is wonderful. But in case you're wondering where I am, you could take a plane from Paris to Dublin, 2-hour drive across our little island to Galway, and this is where we are. So this is at the end of my street. I'm just, as you would say, sur la porte to an area known as Donohoe that Michel Sardou wrote about and sing about when we're in good French parties and weddings. So very sorry, not be in Paris. It's not too bad. We're all going to get along to do. So as Dr. Amadou was saying, just to say conflicts of interest to report, my funding sources are the Irish government and the European Research Council. Dr. Amadou was saying my plan is to focus on the neural effects of cognitive remediation. And really what this short talk will be about, looking at the structural and functional brain changes associated with CRT, and in particular trying to identify where in the brain you might find changes associated with CRT. Then some follow-up questions that we'll ask is about the extent to which changes in brain function and brain structure mediate the effects of CRT and functional outcome, and this really important question of whether or not they are persistent over. So let me start off by, I'm presuming that, in a mixed audience, most people won't have a background in neuroimaging. So I just thought I'd start off with a very basic slide. I hope not too basic. Then look, there's 3 kinds of data we use for studies that are MRI studies of remediation training. The first is a structural scan. It looks in 2 dimensions. It looks a little bit like an X-ray, and from it we determine volume. Guess from changes in oxygenated blood around the brain. And typically we show this in terms of color coding, blue meaning less activation, pinks and reds meaning greater activation while doing a task in a brain scanner. And then the third type of information we typically use, which gives us these really beautiful images, is diffusion tensor imaging. And this is really looking at trying to estimate white matter tract integrity by looking at the diffusion of water molecules across tracts going from front to back, top to bottom, and left to right in the brain. Now, up until about maybe 5 years ago, these three things were all used independently of each other. Now, in the last, let's say, 5 years, a big focus of the neuroimaging community is to integrate multiple modalities. I'm still hoping I'll get some information about whether I can continue.
Yes, you can, Gary.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, so I hope you can see my slides again. So let me pick up from there. So basically, the comment that was being made was that you were seeing an improvement in functional connectivity following training. And so then the question, if I can move my slides forward, for some reason I can't. Let me just try to do this again. Okay, I hope you can see my slides again. You can let me know if there's a problem, I hope. So then the question we wanted to very quickly go on to was, okay, so that's one study, but what if you look across studies, what do you see? All right, and there was an early attempt to look at this by Ramsey and McDonald